Hello, how's everyone doing? Today we're going to make spaghetti, but we're going to make it a different way. We're going to make it in my tiny homemade kitchen. I made this tiny kitchen from scratch, and if you have been a follower of mine from day one, this is what I started out with, is tiny cooking. So today we're going to make this spaghetti in my tiny kitchen. But before we get started, let me show you around really quick. Okay, so first we're going to start with the ingredients to make this spaghetti. We have some sausage, a tiny pack of onions, spaghetti noodles, and spaghetti sauce. And up on my kitchen sink, we have all the seasonings we need. We have salt, we have pepper, we have vegetable oil, and we have Italian seasoning. And as you all can see, I have some straws, tiny straws. I also have a sign, and I hope you all have a great day. I have some wrap snacks on the wall that I made. These are a tiny version of the Little Dirk wrap snacks. I have a little sign on the wall, Ferris Publishing Company. I have some little paper towels, a little grater, and I have a shelf on the wall with some tiny things on it. And I also have my hanging up on the wall. And then I have one more shelf over here. Here's a tiny picture of my tiny kitchen that I made. This is just a little decoration for Christmas with little coffee mugs hanging off of it. And then this is my shelf. I have on it some deodorant, a fortune cookie, the Bible. I have, it looks like a Nerf gun, and Hello Kitty. Okay, I'll be right back so we can go ahead and get this spaghetti started. Okay, you guys, I'm back, and the first thing I wanted to do is show you my little cooking utensils. We're going to use this pot right here. It's a tiny pot. I also have a little strainer. I also have a little plate to put our spaghetti in. And y'all, this is one of my favorites. I have a little whisk. So I'm going to go ahead and light the stove, and I'll be right back so we can get started on this spaghetti. And y'all, this is my stove, and we're going to use both sides of it. We're going to cook the sausage over here for the spaghetti, and we're going to cook the noodles on this side. So I'll be right back so we can get started. Okay, you all, I'm back, and I've lit the stove. We're going to have a pot here for the sausage, and I'm going to put a pot on this side for the noodles. The first thing I'm going to do is pour some water in this pot, and I'm going to have to get a little bit more, but I'm also going to put a little bit of salt. You know how salt makes that water boil. And you all, if this is your first time watching, let me know in the comments if you prefer me cooking in my tiny kitchen or my big kitchen. And if you prefer music when I'm cooking in my tiny kitchen as opposed to me talking. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pour a little bit of oil in this pan. And you all, when it starts boiling and getting hot, I'll bring you in so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so we have a little bit of oil in the pot, and we're going to let that get hot. I'll be right back when this starts to get hot. Now, you all, I'm going to put the lid on this pot so that it can heat up, since I'm using little candles to cook with, so that it'll heat up better. Okay, you all, I'll be right back when the oil gets hot, because we're going to put this little pack of sausage in there to use for our spaghetti. Okay, I'm back, everyone. And now what we're going to do is we're going to check up on these onions. You can see they're sizzling. I'm going to take the camera down and take you in and let you see what it looked like. Okay, you all. Can you see the bubbles down there where they're actually cooking? And I don't know if you can hear the sizzle. Okay, you all, let's check on our water and see how that's coming along. As you can see, it's gotten hot, and I'm just waiting on it to come to a boil, and then we'll throw in our spaghetti noodles. And these are the little noodles. Okay, you all, I'm going to stick the lid back on here. I'll be right back when this comes to a boil, and then we'll go ahead and start on the sausage as well. Okay, let's check this water. Okay, and I think it's hot enough to go ahead and put the noodles in. We'll do that in just a second. But let's go ahead and put this sausage in the pot with the onions so that it can start cooking. Okay, this is the sausage. Ooh, y'all, I'm about to knock the pot down. Okay. And, you know, you can use ground beef for your spaghetti. Today in this tiny kitchen, I just want to make some tiny, sausage spaghetti. And I'll bring this pot up and show you what it looks like after I get it stirred up. Okay, I have a towel to the side. Let me wipe my hands. And we'll stir this up. And you see it's already starting to cook. So let me get my spatula without knocking all this other stuff down. And we're just gonna... Okay, and I'm gonna put the lid on this, let it cook up, and we'll be back. Okay, let's put the lid on that. Now, let's go ahead and take this lid off. And we're going to go ahead, and I put salt in the water already. And we're going to go ahead and get our noodles. If I can get it out the plastic. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. Saturdays are great days to sit back and binge watch TV shows if you can. Okay, you all, so I have this out. This is the spaghetti, and we're just going to drop the noodles right in there. I'm going to give them one little zhuzh, and I'm going to put the lid back on. And I'll be back when this starts to boil and once the sausage is done. Okay, you all, I wanted to bring you down in here so you can see that this sausage is cooking. Can you hear it? Okay, I'll be right back when it's done. Okay, everyone, let's check and see how this spaghetti's doing. Okay, it's cooking right along. And you all, when it starts to boil, I'll bring you back so that you can see that. Okay, everyone, I wanted to come back and check on this sausage, but I wanted you all to see the smoke that comes out, that it's cooking for real. Can you see all that smoke? And you can hear it. Let me take you down again and see if you can hear this. Y'all hear that? But you see it's cooking. Okay, you guys, let's check up on these noodles. You know, they're almost done. Can you see the steam coming out of this pot? So we're going to let this boil for a few more minutes, and then we'll drain the noodles, and we'll go ahead and make our spaghetti sauce. Let's check on this sausage one more time, and let's go ahead and stir it around one more time. And you guys, I'll crush this up a little better when it's time to make the sauce. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I'm back, and we're going to pull the lid off of this sausage. You see how it's bubbling? It's ready. Now, what we're going to do first is go ahead and strain this spaghetti so that I can use this pot to create our sauce in to go on top of the spaghetti. And the goal here is we're going to make 2 tiny plates of spaghetti. So we're going to take my, hang on one second. We're going to use this noodle. You know what? I'm feeling this. And y'all, I'm going to let this cook for maybe 2 more minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I know you can hear this. Sounds like a real kitchen, doesn't it? And I will tell you, you have to wash dishes in a little kitchen just like you do in the big kitchen. Okay, everyone, I'm back, and we're going to go ahead and drain this spaghetti. And you all, let me tell you something. When you're cooking this little stuff, it smells up your house like big food. You can actually smell this. So I have my noodle drainer, my tiny noodle drainer. And y'all see the steam coming off of that? So you know it's hot. Okay, you all, I'm going to go and strain the last of these noodles and wash this pot, and I'll be right back so we can go ahead and get started on our sauce. Okay, and let me let you see what the sausage is doing right quick. Okay, I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay, everyone, so I have strained this pasta, and I have it in some cold water so that it doesn't continue to cook while we're working on this sauce. So I was letting this pot heat up, and I'm going to take the lid off of it. I've already cut the sausage off because we're going to put that in. I'm going to slide this stove over a little bit so y'all can see me better. We're going to put all of this in here. And you can hear that the pan is already hot because you can hear it sizzling. So what I'm doing is breaking up this sausage. And remember, y'all, I'm cooking tiny spaghetti, so we don't need a big pot of meat. Okay, you all. I'm going to get my seasonings together, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have my whisk. Next, we're going to season this. We're going to use some pepper. We're going to use a little salt. And we're going to use a little bit of oregano. Okay, you all, we're going to whisk this together. I'm going to turn it so you can see. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is put in our spaghetti sauce. Okay, so now I'm going to pour this sauce in. I don't know if I'm going to use everything that's in the bowl. Can y'all hear that sizzle when it hit? Okay, y'all, I'm going to use maybe half of this bowl. Grab a paper towel. Okay, and we're going to whisk this together. And we're going to put the lid on it. And I'll bring you back once it starts getting hot and bubbling. Okay, I'm back. And I wanted you all to see how this spaghetti's cooking, the sauce. I'm going to take you down in the pot so you can see how this tiny pot of spaghetti cooks like a big pot. Can you all see that? Can you hear it? Tiny pot of spaghetti sauce. Okay, you all, so now I'm going to take this sauce and put it in a bowl so we can make our plates of tiny spaghetti. Okay, you all, it's time to go ahead and take this sauce and pour it in this bowl. Y'all see how the steam is coming off? It's hot. And I'm going to go ahead and blow out my candle. Okay, you all, I'm going to get the table so that we can come back and make these tiny spaghetti plates. And let me show you what this sauce is looking like in this bowl. You see that steam coming off? It's still hot. I'll be right back so we can make our plates. Okay, I'm back. We have our 2 plates of noodles. Now, we're just going to top it with our spaghetti sauce. And there you have it. 2 little small tiny plates of spaghetti. Okay, this is our finished spaghetti. Tiny homemade spaghetti. I hope everyone has a most wonderful meal and a most wonderful weekend. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And go make yourself some spaghetti.